The prison barge was an iron tomb, hurtling through the black void. It was a place of cold steel and colder hearts, where hope went to die. Stars were distant pinpricks against the endless night. Inside, the air was stale, recycled 1,000 times over. It hummed with a low mechanical groan, the sound of confinement. The barge was a labyrinth of corridors and cell blocks, each one more oppressive than the last. Security cameras, cold and watchful eyes, lined every wall. The guards, hardened and cynical, patrolled with laser pistols on their hips. They were the keepers of the damned, and they relished their role. The only sounds that broke the monotony were the clanging of metal doors and the muffled sobs of the forgotten. It was a place where time itself seemed to stand still, where every day was an eternity. This was the reality for the prisoners of the Iron Tomb. Their crimes were as varied as the stars themselves, but they all shared a common fate. They were all trapped, forgotten by the universe. There was no escape, no hope, only the cold, hard reality of their imprisonment. The cell door hissed open. A single figure emerged, swallowed by the shadows. She moved with a grace that belied the harshness of her surroundings. Her name was Anya, and her eyes, the color of jade, burned with a fierce determination. Years of confinement had honed her body into a weapon. Each step was silent, purposeful. She was a shadow, a ghost, slipping through the prison's arteries. Anya was determined to break free from this metallic coffin. Her hand darted into her ragged shirt, retrieving a shard of metal, sharpened over countless nights. It was a crude weapon, but in her hands, it became deadly. The time for stealth was over. The guard stationed outside her cell block was caught unaware. He was a burly man, his face scarred and weathered. He grunted in surprise as Anya struck, driving the shard deep into his neck. The guard crumpled to the floor, his laser pistol clattering across the metal grating. Anya had drawn first blood. Anya snatched the fallen guard's laser pistol. It felt cold and alien in her hand, but its weight offered a strange comfort, a promise of power. The guard's blood, freed from gravity, drifted in glistening globules around his body. 3 more guards rushed into the corridor, alerted by the fallen man's silenced alarm. They fanned out, their eyes scanning the shadows. Their fingers hovered over the triggers of their weapons. They were ready to kill. "Don't move," one of them barked, his voice echoing in the vastness of the cell block. "Drop your weapon." But Anya had come too far to surrender. She was no longer a prisoner. She was a predator, finally unleashed. With a speed that surprised even her, Anya squeezed the trigger. The laser pistol hummed, spitting out a beam of crimson light. The first guard went down, a smoking hole in his chest. Then the second and the third. Their bodies drifted in the zero gravity, silent testimonies to Anya's desperation.